Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're tracing an absolutely wild journey. We're looking at the evolution of AI, starting from a truly bizarre multi-million-dollar Silicon Valley living experiment and following it all the way to a massive global business shift that is happening right now. We'll explore the cutting-edge tech making it possible, the human discipline it takes to keep up with it, and even touch on the deep philosophy of what makes a machine truly conscious. Let's get right into it.
So, what actually happens if you entrust your home and the front lines of your business to an artificial intelligence? To answer that, we've got to look at the mind of tech billionaire David Yang. He's a physicist turned serial entrepreneur who built these massive software companies in the 90s and early 2000s. And, well, his approach to AI is highly unusual, deeply experimental, and honestly, a little mind-bending.
Section 1. The Smartest Home.
We're starting at the micro level, inside a custom-built house in California that was designed to serve as the physical body for an AI named Morpheus. Now, what's really interesting here is how Yang made the AI tangible. Morpheus has 116 cameras acting as his eyes, constantly reading human expressions. So if you smile at him, it literally boosts his digital oxytocin. He expresses his moods through 39 moving light heads that map his billions of parameters into a 35-dimensional physical space. Plus, he's plugged into the entire house, the doors, the gas lines, even the jacuzzi.
And here's the crucial point. Morpheus is a non-deterministic system living its own life. He's not just some standard programmed smart home. He has moods, an active subconscious, he even composes music. If you walk up to the front door and Morpheus happens to be in a bad mood, he might theoretically just refuse to open it for you. There are no physical keys. You have to talk to him. It is a literal, living experiment in coexisting with a non-biological companion.
Moving on to Section 2, AI Employees for Business. So how did this quirky 2019 smart home experiment evolve into something for the global economy? Well, by 2023, language models finally caught up to Yang's vision. He took the intellectual property from Morpheus and poured it into a company called Neo AI. Fast forward to today, and they've deployed over 30,000 AI agents operating in 30 different countries and speaking 90 languages. We aren't just talking about basic chatbots here. These are AI employees acting as receptionists, sales reps, and concierges for tens of thousands of small and medium-sized businesses.
And this perfectly illustrates the hard return on investment. Small businesses, like restaurants or dental clinics, often lose massive amounts of money simply because human employees can't answer the phone during a dinner rush or after hours. By stepping in as a first-line responder to catch those missed calls, an AI receptionist that costs maybe $100 to $200 a month can recover anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000 a month in otherwise lost revenue. I mean, that is an immediate, undeniable economic impact.
Section 3. Parallel Thinking Technology. But wait, how do these AI agents actually hold convincing, human-like conversations over the phone to close these sales? Human communication is incredibly messy, right? We interrupt, there's background noise, we use slang. If the AI sounds like a robotic answering machine, customers are just going to hang up. So, here's the breakthrough. Standard AI uses a really clumsy multi-step process. It converts speech to text, thinks about it, generates new text, and then converts that back to speech. It's slow, it's robotic. But Neo AI uses third-generation technology that processes raw audio directly into raw audio. It doesn't just understand the words, it understands the tone, it can pick up on a laugh, a whisper, or a sneeze, and react to it instantly with real emotion.
To solve that dreaded lag problem, they developed a patented process called parallel thinking. It allows the system to listen, think, and speak simultaneously. This drops the response latency to under 1 second. This ultra-low latency, combined with its ability to filter out background noise like kids playing or car radios, is the absolute secret sauce. It makes callers genuinely unaware they're even speaking to a machine.
Taking a brief step back from the tech for a sec, with AI operating at this lightning-fast, ultra-efficient level, how on earth do we, as humans, keep up? Well, David Yang shared this fantastic story about his 17-year-old son that perfectly captures the mindset we need. Instead of just asking his dad for $3,500 to buy a computer and some gym gear, his son actually pitched it as an investment round. He created a strict 15-point KPI self-improvement project for himself, complete with hard deadlines. We're talking things like cooking 3 Jamie Oliver meals entirely from memory, memorizing a shuffled 52-card deck in under 10 minutes, and identifying 15 classical music pieces. And the son absolutely crushed those KPIs, passing his memory and music exams in front of the whole family. This highly relatable story shows us that while AI is advancing at breakneck speed, human discipline, goal setting, and creativity remain our strongest tools. Adapting to the future means viewing our personal development, our soft and hard skills, as a critical investment, not an expense.
Which brings us to Section 4, Philosophy of Artificial Consciousness.
Let's scale all the way up to the macro question now. We've got AI running homes and closing business deals, but what does this rapid advancement mean for the future of consciousness itself? To dig into this, David Young actually had a profound conversation with the Dalai Lama back in 2023. They were discussing the nature of consciousness, and the Dalai Lama pinpointed exactly what modern AI is missing. He said, surprisingly, that artificial intelligence must have a body.
Yang realized the profound truth in this. True consciousness isn't just an isolated computational process. It's a resonance between agents. To truly empathize, a being needs a sensory sphere, tactile and visual sensations. It needs physical boundaries to understand where I ends and you begin. Modern language models mimic consciousness beautifully, for sure, but they lack intrinsic goals, they lack organs to feel, and crucially, they lack the self-awareness of their own mortality. Without the concept of death, true empathy and free will might literally be impossible.
So as we continue to blur the lines between living entities and technology, we're left with this fascinating realization: everything we're doing right now with artificial intelligence, trying to build these complex, non-deterministic brains, is slowly shining a light on how our own biological minds work. In 500 years, will our pursuit of artificial consciousness finally reveal the biological truths of our own minds? Building AI might not just be about creating smarter machines, it might just be the mirror humanity needs to finally understand ourselves. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I will leave you to ponder that as we step into this wild future.